Hollow Knight Silksong has just received its biggest update in years, with a new release window of 2025 and more gameplay footage for the first time since 2022. This is a day that'll go down in gaming history, and it happened seemingly out of nowhere at a Nintendo Direct. You would think nobody could have possibly seen it coming, but there was a trail of breadcrumbs leading to this exact day, April 2nd, and it involves a cake recipe, Imagine Dragons, and the sheer cope of thousands of deranged fans finally being vindicated. This is the story of how it happened. There's been countless false alarms and conspiracy theories throughout the years, so when Silksong fans start talking about tiny updates in metadata or hyper-analyzing Discord messages, people tend to pay them no heed. Because of this, when William Pellin, one of the core members of Team Cherry, sent out this tweet from the team's burner account, it took a little while to gain any traction. At first glance, it seems like nonsense. Something big is coming. Keep your eyes closed tomorrow? There's no obvious hidden code, and tomorrow came and went with no clear Silksong updates, although the Nintendo Switch 2 was revealed, so it seemed like a safe assumption that that was all he was talking about. At least that was until people paid more attention to the profile picture on the account, which had changed seemingly overnight. It was a relatively innocuous image of a slice of cake. However, the YouTuber and streamer BlueSR realized that when you reverse search this image, it gives you a recipe for a cake that was published on April 2nd, 2024. April 2nd is the same day as the Switch 2 Nintendo Direct. This alone was enough to cause a commotion in the Hollow Knight community, with Fireborn baking that very cake recipe and fans beginning to believe. But the conspiracy wasn't even finished yet. Daily Silksong News realized that last year, Imagine Dragons had released a teaser trailer for their new single with the caption, "Eyes Closed Tomorrow." The date? April 2nd. So to recap, William Pellin out of the blue tweets a message referencing something happening tomorrow, while simultaneously changing his profile picture to something that leads to the date April 2nd, and nearly copying the message of an Imagine Dragons tweet that was also sent on April 2nd. The following day, the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct is announced for April 2nd as well. Everything points to William Pellin trying to give a hint towards Silksong News at that Nintendo Direct, so why were Silksong fans not expecting news now that April 2nd has finally rolled around? Well, my personal theory is that William Pellin went a little rogue with this one, and Nintendo don't want anything leaked before their events. To cover it all up, Leth, the guy in charge of marketing for Team Cherry, reached out to Fireborn and let him know that the cake was a lie and the entire conspiracy was a nothing burger. Thankfully, we know now that that was not the case, and Hollow Knight Silksong is slated to be released in 2025. The cake was not a lie.